Hi there, I'm here with Lee from Xref. Lee, thank you for joining me today. How are you finding the ATC event this year?
Yeah, it's great. It's more community. We know a lot of people in the room.
Yep.
I think it's just nice once a year for everybody just to get back together and see where everybody's at. But the tone is great this year. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good feel and a great topic that we're covering. So in regards to that, I have a couple of questions. First one, you said, and I quote, we might use technology to speed up the dating process, but we need to be human to win love. Can you talk to this concept?
I think when you put the dating process as it is today,
yep,
with the use of technology, I think what people forget is that yes, we do use Tinder and everybody knows dating apps,
yes,
and we use it to search and select. We've still got to be on the date. We've still got to be human. We've still got to use our core human currency, which
right,
is the art of telling a story.
Absolutely.
And when you do sit in a room with somebody else that you haven't known before,
mm-hmm,
you should have a balanced conversation of you telling your story, them telling theirs, and you figuring out whether your future includes a story with them.
Absolutely.
Right? So storytelling is at the heart of our human DNA. It's at the heart of our social fabric, and you'll be surprised how many people just can't tell a story.
Yeah.
So yesterday in the session, I asked the room who was confident that their line managers could tell their organisation's story,
mm-hmm,
in a compelling way, so that candidates would want to work for them.
Yeah, engage with talent. And
not an awful lot of people raise
no,
their hands. I think the tone of the ATC is about AI.
Yes.
And it's about how we automate parts of recruitment.
Sure.
And people are talking about terms that they don't fully understand around, yep, AI and around blockchain. I don't think there's any panic in us trying to use it, but what we need to understand first is that there's some core things around recruitment,
mm-hmm,
that we need to do better.
Sure.
Certainly telling our stories and interviewing better is one of them. But being human.
Yep.
Yesterday I spoke about when payroll goes wrong and people aren't paid on a Friday night. Payroll is human. When
yes,
they get home, it doesn't matter what culture you have. It doesn't matter what bean bags and table tennis tables you have. If you get home on Friday night and your pay is wrong and you can't afford to pay your bills or take your family out to dinner,
yep,
all of that goodwill from your organisation is destroyed.
yes.
So payroll is human. HR and talent acquisition leaders need to take these things seriously. Even down to making an offer.
Yep.
I think we can use technology to make an offer or onboard someone.
Mm-hmm.
Great technologies like Onboarder,
yes,
make that easier on us. But it's a bit of a gift to be able to ring a human being, change the course of their life forever,
yes,
by offering the job that they really, really want and can add value to. And I think that shouldn't be confused with technology.
Yep.
We should, as humans, be able to make that offer as humans. Much like there's no difference between asking someone to marry you and asking them to join your organisation and spend the next 2 or 3 years working with you.
Absolutely.
No difference whatsoever.
There are some things that I suppose, or hopefully, can't replace the human connection and the need for that engagement.
We absolutely crave two things. One, the right to tell our story.
Yep.
Even if the story is a little bit bigger than it should be. We crave the right to tell our story, but we also crave the right to be told a story.
Yes.
And the point yesterday was, there are some words in our social fabric that get no's, or get yeses, get no's. But if anybody asks another human being, can I have a minute to tell you a story? It's a very difficult thing to say no to that.
Yeah.
So, if you want to tell your story of your organisation, if you want to tell your story via VideoMyJob around what you do in your organisation, then you should be able to do that.
Yeah.
But also, we're very worried about the robots.
Yes, there is a lot of fear and concerns that have been aired and raised and talked about.
We're very worried about our robot overlords.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, somebody asked me something quite prevalent yesterday. They said, you know, you run a technology business that automates part of the recruitment process. Why are you talking about becoming more human?
Yeah.
And I simply said, look, you know, 7 years ago, we actually looked at a process of referencing that no one likes. The candidate, the referee, the line manager, the recruiter, no one likes the traditional way of referencing because it doesn't work. It adds no value. So what we did was find technology to replace an arduous task that no one likes, so that we have more time to be human.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, I love that. You know, if you can make your processes more efficient, if they're, you know, adding value, then yeah, and if it's creating more time for us as human beings, why wouldn't you take that?
Without a doubt. And we've proved that over the last 7 years. So if you're worried about the robots, just be more human.
I love it. Thank you so much.
All right.
It's so insightful and such a positive take. I think it's something that we need to really pay attention to and listen as we go through these changes and things keep evolving, because it's not all bad. It's actually quite exciting and, like you said, more human.
Yeah,
More
video
human than
my
maybe
job.
it is.
It's just saved us a lot of time, isn't
Yes,
it? There's no big film crew here.
No.
It's just an iPhone and a light.
Just you, me, and a phone that we're talking to like another person.
Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much.
No
Such a
worries.
pleasure. Cheers.
That's good. Thank you.
Bye.